Hey guys, so today we'll be integrating Shopify with n8n. So if you've ever tried to do this on your own, you've probably faced the same issue where you've chose customer created or when an order is created as a trigger and you do not capture the customer data like their name, their email, or even their phone number, right? So it's not a very helpful data, right? You probably think this is your fault, but it isn't, because back in 2024, Shopify actually updated their community API policy where custom apps no longer have access to the customer PII, which is the customer's personally identifiable information, which is information such as their name, their email, their address, their phone numbers, right? Which is this case, which is relevant to this case because we do not get such data anyhow, right? Especially for users on the basic plan, which is also set on their website, right? Under basic, grow, advanced, right? This is the basic plan, right? Limited data access, no PII right here on the basic plan. So we have to upgrade to the grow plan, which is $50 a month. Then we can only start getting their PII information. So even if you're using the Shopify trigger that is built in n8n, you would also not get this PII information, the usable customer metadata. So in this video, we'll be talking about how we can use the webhooks on n8n to capture the relevant data, the relevant customer data, and use it for other use cases, right? For example, like marketing or maybe post sales, right? So something like this, right? We are able to get the customer name and their email and their phone number, right? All through connecting a webhook instead of using their built-in trigger, right? So this was just a connection to a CRM that I've created. But without further ado, let's proceed with building this integration, right? So firstly, we'll be using webhooks, right? So under webhooks, we'll have the link that we'll be using it to put inside the Shopify website, right? So firstly, we have to go into Shopify, right, from their homepage, go to the bottom left, which is settings, and then head over to I'm on the Shopify free plan, by the way, which is the equivalent to the starter plan. Yeah. So you can hit on to the notifications right here, and under webhooks. Yep. So I've already created this webhook for customer creation, but for the sake of this video, I'll just delete it and we'll just redo it again. So yeah, create webhook, and we have to create the event. We have to set what event that it will be monitoring. So in this case, we'll be monitoring the customer creation event. And for the URL, we'll be pasting this URL here. And the API will be the latest version. We actually have to set it as a post, the HTTP method to be post, because we're actually receiving info from Shopify, right? So we'll be sending info to the n8n, to this webhook, right? And we should be getting a dummy information, right? Yeah, see, dummy information, the name and the email and the phone number. But in this case, it's a dummy information. So after we've set this up, we can now try to set up with an actual customer, right? So this was an earlier test that I did, right? So we can just try by creating a new customer. So in your case, it could be when the customer has already checked out, or when they created an order, they also automatically create a customer down here. So first name, we can put it as Jason White, right? Jason White test.com. Yeah, correct. Yep, just click test event, listen for test event, and save, right? We should get, yep. So as expected, right? So we get to capture their name, their last name, their email, right? We also get to know that it's a verified email, and also we get to get their actual email and also their phone number. So we can use this for the marketing purposes, maybe connecting to a CRM, maybe compiling it together into a Google Sheet or an Airtable for further use cases, right? If you're on a starter plan and they do not let you take the data out, you'll be stuck to them and you have to upgrade to the growth plan to get these PII information, right? So after getting this, the relevant information, right? The name, the email and the phone number, you're able to then compile these usable information into a Google Sheet or an Airtable, or maybe even connect it into an Airtable. In this case, we'll be using high level, right? So firstly, we'll be creating the contact, and then we'll be creating an opportunity on high level, which is contact, and we'll be creating an opportunity here, right? So yeah, in this video, we'll be just showing how the result can turn out, so you can see how useful this webhooks are, because this trigger is quite limited as it's controlled by them, right? So in this case, it should update a contact, right? So under contact, just refresh this, and under opportunity, I'll just refresh this as well. Yeah, so it's already updated the contact, actually created a contact, a new contact here. Just takes a while to upload. So yeah, you can see Jason White, the phone number, and its email also created here. You can actually even add the text through the customers here, right? You're able to add the text right away, and it will populate there as well. And through here, we are able to see the opportunities, under opportunities as well. So after adding your contacts into these CRMs, you can then follow up with marketing messages, follow-up messages, or post sales, right? Follow-ups, or maybe even birthday reminders, which is useful for scaling your business. So just like that, we are able to capture the relevant information, like their name, their email, and their phone number, right, through the webhooks without upgrading to the Grow plan, right? I'm on the free plan, which is the equivalent of a basic plan, so you do not need to pay $50 a month, and you can use it and populate your CRMs when needed, right? I'll be talking about setting up integrations for high level in another video. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Thank you.